Do you know why you have a lot of your relationships, why it doesn't work? And the reason why it does not work is because you have too many people in your relationship. Too many people are involved in your relationship. I'm talking about from both your family side, your your partner's family side, people from your friend group, their friend group, all in your ears. Especially the stuff that you start posting on social media about one another. See, what you have to understand, and always keep this in mind, especially if you are a person like, what I want y'all to do first is learn who's in, discern, right? So that way you can find out who's good for you, who's not good for you. Because with your discernment, you're gonna find out who is the snakes in your family, in your friend group, co-workers and all that. Everyone around you, you're gonna find out who the snakes are, but you have to spiritually discern. Once you learn this, then you know who is for you, who's not, because spirits will get bothered. They will show themselves around you. But the reason, a lot of the times relationships do not work is because a lot of people don't have good intentions for your relationship. They be jealous of your relationship. And this comes from both your family, your friend group too. That's why your relationships don't work. Because y'all got too many people in your business. Just because they family doesn't mean that they got good intentions for your relationship. They be jealous of what you and your partner got, what you and your partner share. They just, some of them are even mad at the fact that you even got with this individual. So you gotta really pay attention. And like when it's you and your partner, make sure it's just you and your partner, man. Don't be having too many people involved, because a lot of people don't have good intentions. They don't. Again, choose your circle very wisely. Choose your friend group very wisely. When you are a spiritual person, you're gonna see who they are. But this is why y'all relationships don't work, because y'all got too many people from both of your partners. You and your partner, y'all got everybody in your relationship. And then the social media plays a bigger role, because then you got people who know you start sending that friend request to your partner, which is very weird, right? They start sending friend requests to your partner because now they want to see what your partner is doing. This is why a lot of relationships don't work, because now you got that person sending friend requests. Your partner accepts it. Now they secretly in the DMs. Or even if you hang together in certain places with people that you trust and know, all of a sudden niggas is exchanging numbers. What? Exchanging phone numbers. Yeah, not all the time you got good, not all the time your family wants the best for your relationship or your friend group. They be jealous of that. Do you know how many times you probably got people from your family talk about the person you with on the low, having phone conversations about y'all? They might smile in your face when y'all together. They might fake smile and bring up that person's name. But you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Them niggas is having secret conversations about you and your partner, jealous of that, mad at that, or talking about your partner. But these are the same people who send a friend requests. These are the same people smiling at your partner being fake, but they talking about that person you with. And sometimes you got people in your circle and family that's jealous and mad at you for whatever reason, and they want to get involved with your partner so they can sabotage that relationship that you have and start going into your partner's ears, spreading lies and all this and that just to sabotage it because they're jealous of that. That's why a lot of y'all relationships don't work, because y'all got too many people in your ears. That's why. Y'all got too many people in your relationship. And I gotta stop. We in 2025. A lot of y'all who has been going through your spiritual journey, spiritual discernment, you started to see how people moving out here. We're going into 2025. This ain't new. So once you start understanding how this thing plays out in the spiritual, how you could read energy and read people, and based off your experiences alone from the relationships you have gone through, and see how things played out, don't be having people in your relationship, not even family. I don't care who they are. Because that's very weird, right? That you got people from your friend group, your family, sending friend requests to your partner's social media. Next thing you know, they friends. Now they DMing your partner. Especially if they got hate, animosity towards you for no whatever reason. Because, yeah, I know what's up already. There's people who don't got good intentions for you. Some people be jealous of you. Jealous what you have. Your relationship, your love. So what they do, they're going to be in your partner's ear. And your partner might believe that. Then again, you got to watch out. You got witches and warlocks from both your family side of your friend group, just like theirs too. Niggas start doing spells and casting spells to try to break y'all niggas apart. This is as deep and real as it gets. Now your partner's acting weird. Now your partner's acting funny towards you because they allowed and accepted people in their ears that know you. Spreading lies and gossip to break y'all apart. Because y'all got too many people in your relationship. Oh yeah. So I say, man, don't stop posting your partner out there. Stop having people involved in your relationship. Stop telling people who you even dating. Stop it. Because a lot of people don't got good intentions for y'all. They be jealous. And this is why a lot of relationships do not work out. It's because y'all allowing too many people from your friend group and then your family involved in your relationship. From both partners. Yeah. Haven't you noticed that when it comes to cheating and when it comes to breakups or when it comes to even social media, it's always and never will be a stranger? It's always someone you know from a friend group, from a family group, even somebody that you've seen from your family, someone in their group, but it's always a familiar face. It's never a stranger. And as you start learning and when you grow, like as you get older and you start understanding how this spiritual thing works based off experience and relationships, and you've seen how things played out, now you know. Now you know. With your next relationship or people who you start dealing with and all that. Now you know how people in your family, your friend group, how they can be. How they move. Now you know the intentions of people. Yeah. I'm telling you. A lot of the times the reason why relationships do not last is because y'all have too many people in your friend group and in your family group in your relationship, especially on social media, man. They accepting requests from people that they know. Just because we hanged out and just because I invited my partner into a little environment that I got introduced to, right? Let's say you go into a cookout, you go here or somewhere, but you got invited out, but you want to bring your partner too. I promise you, you're going to have people looking at y'all. Start hating or getting jealous because of how you and your partner look. Power couples is a real thing. And people, they wish they have what y'all have. You got certain people who know you and don't know you, and then they start looking at how you treating your partner around them. If you cuddling with them, if you kissing them on the forehead, if you treating them good, if you talking good to them, treating them right. They watch. They see how y'all are involved and how y'all move out here. And some people get jealous of that. They want to sabotage that or they want that for themselves. And this comes from your family. This comes from your circle. This comes from your friend group. Always. And they will do their very best to try to sabotage what you have with your partner. And it always comes from those close to you. That's why y'all relationships don't work. Because y'all easily listen and easily accept the requests from people on social media that know y'all from circle groups. and y'all allow them in. Especially with your phones. Y'all start taking people's phone numbers down from circles and all that you know. Next thing you know, they talking and having conversations you don't know about, but they know you. And here comes the lies. And now your partner is listening to the BS, the lies. And now they're looking at you a certain way because of lies that are being told by people who are jealous of you. But they allowed that person into their space. Y'all better start paying attention when it comes to your relationship. A lot of people don't got good intentions for y'all. I don't care how many times people start asking if you're dating somebody, who is this and who is that. Bring them around. Bring them around. I don't care. Because they could fake smile. They could fake smile. They could fake be around you and your partner. Or whoever that person is that you brought along. They could fake smile. But behind closed doors, they talking about you and your partner. From those that you know and don't know. They talking about y'all. And some of these conversations might be good, but a lot of the times, it ain't. Or they dogging your partner behind the scenes in these conversations. But they'll smile in your face. But they dogging. Talking about y'all. Yeah. That's why your relationships don't work. That's why. And this is why people start looking at y'all and be like, well, how come, like, you don't hang out with such and such, or you don't have a lot of people around you? Because a lot of people don't have good intentions for you. A lot of the snakes are the niggas that be close to you. And it comes from your family and friend group. And once that grass is high, and when you start cutting it and cutting it and cutting it, going onto your spiritual discernment on your journey, all of the snakes will start being revealed. But again, these are lessons that you have to learn in life. So you go through these lessons, even in your relationships. Even in relationships, you learn and experience what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate no more. So I'm telling y'all right now, the best thing to do when it comes to relationship-wise, just keep it about you and your partner or the person you dealing with. Nobody got to know about y'all business. Nobody even got to know who you talking to. You don't got to keep it secret, but you definitely could keep it private. Nobody got to know what's going on in your life, what's going on with you and your partner. Nobody got to know about y'all fights. Nobody got to know what y'all talking about. Nobody got to know what y'all doing. You don't got to post on social media everything you're doing with your partner. Because there's niggas on the other end of that screen that you know from your family group, friend group, from both partners, that have animosity towards both of y'all. Jealous. Oh, yeah. Your cousin's going to end up wanting who you got. It even comes down from your mother to your grandfather, your father themselves. Your own parents be jealous of the relationship you got with your partner too. Your parents. This is why you be wondering why things don't work out, or why they trying to win a trust with a certain parent when you bring your partner around, right? Why the mom is acting a certain way, especially when it comes to their son, why they're looking at this person. Don't get me wrong. Parents read too, right? You got good parents out there. This video is not saying that there aren't. There's good and there's bad. But this video is to recognize the dark too. That a lot of people don't got good intentions for your relationship. You have to understand that. You got to read, discern, read the room, read the people. Especially when you're spiritual, your discernment's going to give people away when you learn how to read. But you got to know that there are people who don't wish and they don't want the best for you and your partner. A lot of the times they want what you have. They want what you have. And they'll do everything in their power to get that person, or they'll do everything in their power just to sabotage it. Because out of jealousy. So when your partner starts acting weird towards you or starts doing a certain way, that's because your partner already allowed all the friend group from people you know, they already started sending the requests. Some of them already started having your partners, like they started having people from your friends group numbers, texting on the low. And here comes that person who's jealous of you from your family and friend group in their ears, yo. That's as real as it gets. Cheating I want you to pay attention to this. And always know this. That cheating, betrayals, whatever you go through in your relationship, whether it's good and bad, the people behind it and that are involved, it's never strangers. Never. It's always a familiar face. You've seen this person, those that are involved. And whatever happened, you know who they are. So again, learn from these mistakes that you go through. Learn, man. Learn who's in your circle, in your friend group. Find out who the snakes are in your group. Get rid of them. Use spiritual discernment because, again, when the spirits are in people, I already told you how they code one another. Those niggas is going to get revealed around you. That's when you know, okay, who is who. But you got to understand, there's witches and warlocks from both you and your partner's side. And when you start involving both you and your partner's family, their friend group, into your relationship from both parts and both sides, there's going to be a lot of witchcraft. There's going to be a lot of sorcery. There's going to be people involved. Monitor, stalk your relationship. And then they're going to get in the ears. That's why your relationships don't work. Because y'all got too many people in your relationship. You got to know who's who, man. There's good people out there. There are people who can do, you know what I'm saying, when you have a couple, there are good people who have, that's in relationships that y'all can do couple things. There's good people out there, but again, you have to discern and trust that. Because double dates or people you start going on vacation with and there's a couple thing, you got to be careful with that too. Discern. Because niggas be jealous of that too. Now you got couples fighting with each other, especially if y'all going on couple retreats or couple vacations and double dates and all that. Well, y'all niggas got couples that begin to fight with one another because they're looking at your relationship. Now they fighting. Now they saying, oh, how come you don't do what he or she does? Like, I'm telling, it's real. It's real. It's better to have people not know who like, keep your life private, man. Not secret, but private. Nobody got to know who your partner is. And even if you want to show it, cool. But nobody got to know what y'all talking about. Nobody got to know what y'all going through, your ups, your downs. Nah. They don't got to know y'all business. And you got to trust that partner that you with, because you got to choose wisely who you involve yourself with. You got to choose wisely out here too. But you got to trust that person too that you want to involve in your life too. You got to trust them. Because again, that partner of yours, you have to trust them. You got to trust who you with. Because the actions of them too says a lot too. They can accept that request. They can take those numbers down and allow those things be in their ears to, you know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it from everything. You got to know. Family is not happy about your relationship. You got some that are, and then you got a lot that aren't. Your friend groups. They're going to want what you have. What you and your partner go through. Experience how y'all love each other. They're going to want that. Then you're going to have some people who look at you and be like, how the hell did he or she, how they scooped one another? Like, that should be me. Nah, he bagged that? She bagged. From both sides, them niggas be hating. Then you're going to have those people try to smooth their way into your partner to get into their ears and start spreading lies about you out of jealousy. I'm telling you. And watch out for them witches and warlocks that be from both your partner's side of the family and in your friend group. Because them niggas will try to cast spells. Or watch out for that partner that you with too. Because maybe that partner of yours can be a witch too and a warlock. You don't know. They might do spells on you too. Y'all got to watch. You have to watch out, man. You got to discern, though. You have to discern. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I heard it. I've experienced it, too. Which is why I'm telling y'all this video. Watch out with your partner. You hear it on cue? I experienced it too. I learned. This is the beautiful thing about growing up. This is the beautiful thing about lessons. This is the beautiful thing about learning from your mistakes and learning from your experiences and learning from what you have gone through in relationships and life in general. And the thing I'm gonna tell y'all, do not have people in your family group, don't have people in your friend group, circle group, I don't care who they are, don't have them involved in your relationship. Especially now that you're becoming spiritual and you see what's up. Hell no. Because having too many people involved in your relationship, having too many people from your friend group, circle group, family group, start sending friend requests to your partner, having numbers, and these niggas start talking privately with your partner, them niggas be jealous of you and want to break that up, start lying in their ears or start saying a lot of things, start doing witchcraft on your relationship. There's a lot that be going on. I've even seen it with my own eyes and heard with my own ears, relationships and people from my own family group. I've seen it, that they be fake around them. And then they have private conversations about that couple too. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've experienced it with my relationships too. A lot of people be in the ears. They lie. This is why y'all relationships don't work out. Because y'all got too many people. Too many people in y'all relationship. And you have to understand, people don't got the best interest for y'all. A lot of people be jealous of what you got. They be jealous. They want that too. And they're going to do everything in their power to get that. Break that up. That's as real as it gets. It comes from both sides. So keep your relationship private, man. Not secret, but private. Don't be putting your partner out there on social media. Don't share everything. Don't be accepting friend requests or don't be accepting something so fast just because y'all went to a get-together from people that y'all recognize and all of a sudden here comes these requests. That's weird, right? We just got to a get-together and all of a sudden here from you and your partner, here comes these requests from people who already saw you in your circle. Get the hell out of here, man. Don't even accept that. Don't even exchange numbers from people who know you, who want to get numbers from your partner. Because I'm going to tell it to you like this. Even from your own mother and your own father, sometimes they be jealous of what y'all got to. And that's the reason why a lot of y'all relationships do not work out too, because of your parents. Your parents and grandparents or whoever it is, your parents be the reason why your relationships be falling apart too. Because either they be jealous of that, doing spells on that, or they don't even want to see you happy because they not happy. But they do everything in their power to try to break that up. That's as real as it gets. So please, don't be adding people's cousins. Don't be adding aunts, uncles. Don't be adding your families like their parents and all that. Nah, don't. And if you decide to do this, keep your circle very small, but use spiritual discernment, because the snakes will always get revealed around you. They get bothered around you. They act a certain way. You're going to hear it from what they say. You're going to see it. You're going to see their body language. You're going to feel the energy in the room. You're going to feel it. You're going to know who's who. They're going to reveal themselves around you spiritually. And don't just be inviting any partner. Like, don't just be choosing anybody to be in a relationship with either. If you want to mess with this person, if you see that this person's a vibe and y'all cool, all right, cool. Take it slow. Test it out real quick. Don't rush into it. Because you don't know who's who. That's as real as it gets, man. Y'all got to discern, man. Y'all just can't be rushing into anything. You cannot rush into anything. And not only can you not rush into anything, and especially if you know that the vibe is right, because when it's right, you're going to know it's right. But do not, especially when it's right, do not have anybody from the outside get involved in your relationship. Don't. Do not. Do not. And make sure that your partner, not only you, but make sure your partner has a small circle too, who they could trust. And they spiritual too, with the discernment that they know who is who. Because again, like I said, and I'm going to say this again, when it comes to cheating, when it comes to breakups, when it comes to a lot of things that happen in your life, betrayals and all this stuff, it's never from a stranger. Never. It's never. And it's never going to be a stranger. When it comes to this stuff, the backstabbing, the witchcraft, the source, everything that happens in your life, everything that you experience, especially betrayals and cheating and all this stuff, is never a stranger. You recognize the face that you've seen. It's always a familiar face. And it comes from the family. It comes from your friend group. It comes from co-workers, associates. It's always a familiar face when it comes to the stuff that happens in your life. It's a familiar face. Or it's a person that you constantly seen from their friend group that was around in get-togethers and all that. I don't care if that's their partner or whatever. It's never a stranger. It's always a familiar. Once you learn that, once you understand that, and once you start learning to read energy, spirits, and how people act and move out here, and once you know that everybody don't got good intentions for you, that there's jealousy out here, and that there's also witchcraft, magic spells, and it comes from both mommy and daddy side of the family, and that you see that people don't got good intentions for you, they could fake it. They could fake it. They could fake that smile, fake the conversation, but when you spiritual, you see through that fakeness. But people could fake, but they can't fake around you. And once you now learn experiences based off your relationship, life experience, what you have gone through, what you see and hear from people that you know too, how they be moving and how fake they are, because you be hearing it from people who you look at too. You hear the conversations they have behind the scenes about other people. Once you see who these people are, you start to move different. Now you look like the problem when they be like, yo, how come the black sheep, right? The person who looks like the loner, the person who's always looks like isolated and by themselves. No, there's a reason why that person is isolated. There's a reason why that person is by themselves. There's a reason why people don't go to family functions. There's a reason why this person took themselves out. There's a reason. They saw, they experienced the betrayal. They saw who they are. There's a reason behind that. Y'all not called the black sheep for no reason. The black sheep, the golden child, right? How they call it, the chosen one, is always the person who speaks that truth, who sees. So just because you be seeing people alone out here, isolated, don't sleep on that. That person's really not alone, spiritually, no. But that person, because you see them constantly alone and keeping away from the drama and all that, no, that person ain't alone. That person experienced. That person saw. That person knows what's up. That person can read. That person can see. Who's the snakes? And it be these same snakes that get mad at you, that look at you different. Well, how come this person don't participate in our drama? How come this person still don't attend the events that we go to, even though we don't like each other in this circle? We talk about each other in this circle, but we still attend these gatherings. How come they don't do that? They think they're better than us? No, it's not that. That person don't want to get involved. So just pay attention, man, especially when you have your relationships. Keep it private. Keep it private. Nobody got to know who you talking to. Nobody got to know who you messing with. Nobody got to know what you're doing with that specific person. Whoever these people are, whoever you choose, right? Nobody got to know your business. And that, I salute and give a shout out to those who know how to keep it private, who know how to keep it on the hush. Those be the best ones. That relationship that nobody knows about. Doesn't mean you're doing it in secret. But you know, I know, we understand each other. We know about how spiritual it is. We know what's up. So I respect those who know how to keep it quiet. Nobody got to know our business. Nobody got to know what we talk about. You trust me, I trust you. You trust me and I trust you with our darkest secrets, what we share. Those be the best relationships. And let those other people from the outside try to figure that out. Because you be having those people. Pay attention to those people who be curious, right? Who are you with? Who are you alone? How come you don't be inviting people over here? Or, yeah, they look alone. Yeah. When are you going to bring us kids? Or when did... Them niggas don't be having, a lot of the time, they don't be having good intentions for that. They just want to be nosy. Those that you know and don't know, they be nosy. They want to know who you with, who you involved with. Yeah, bring them around. Family functions and events. Bring them around. And those be the same niggas that be talking about your relationship behind your back. Wishing the worst. But smiling in your relationship's face, like smiling in your face, but they be talking about you behind the back. You see who these snakes are. You see who they are. Keep your relationship private. Husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't care. Keep it private. Nobody got to know what y'all doing. Grow. Do what y'all do. Respect one another. And if y'all fight, keep that between y'all. Don't be having people from the outside, from both of your family, both of your friend group, involved in your problems. Because a lot of the time, them niggas, they don't care. They just want to be nosy about your relationship. Or sometimes you're going to get advice from those who don't even like you to try to make it worse, or they try to get you for themselves. A lot of jealousy in your family and friend and circle, in your friend groups. Yeah. That's why your relationships don't work. That's why your marriages don't work. Because y'all got too many people in your relationship, involved. Y'all got too many people involved in your relationship, from the good to the bad to the ugly. Everybody know your business. Learn how to trust. Learn how to discern who in your family is the snakes and all that, and in your friend group, and get rid of them. Because a lot of these people, some of them are not spiritual. Y'all better get spiritual so that way you can learn and discern in your own family and in your own friend group who they are. So that way when you get involved with your new partner or the person who you with, you already know who is who. Who not to allow in. Trust your partner. Especially when they be telling you, oh yeah, I don't trust this person in our circle. I don't trust this person in our space. Trust it. Listen to your partners, especially when that man is telling you, nah, don't be hanging with such and such, nah. Because niggas be knowing. Don't get mad about it. Trust it. There's a reason why that person is telling you. Your partner, not from the outside, your partner, who you chose to be with. There's a reason why that person is telling you, keep away from that person. Or, I don't think you should hang with such and such. Yeah, y'all don't even know who's spiritual. They could read. So stop having people in your relationship. Stop it. From family to your friends to your co-workers, stop it. Stop it. Too much people involved, it ain't good. Because a lot don't have good intentions for y'all. Stop it. I promise you, if you keep your relationship private, not secret, but if you keep it private, it's going to turn out for the best for y'all. Now, that doesn't mean to be scared and spooked out and like, oh, we got to keep it private. No. Because if you decide to do something with your partner, y'all go out, y'all do what y'all do. And if people who know you and don't know you, they catch y'all, see y'all, especially these monitors, they see y'all out here, y'all still keep it private. Don't worry about the questions that niggas start asking y'all. Yo, I saw you, or he or she, I saw that person you was with. What's up with that? Who's that? They're gonna start getting, who's that? How's this person? What? How did y'all meet? Nigga, once you start learning how monitoring spirits are too, how they start asking all these questions, once you learn all of that, you'll learn. You'll learn. You'll learn. Unplug, man. From the Matrix, stay awake. Stay with the Most High. Stay in prayer. Pray for hedge of protection. Alright? Till next video.